Running Man. The trailer has been released. Jurassic World opening numbers. Freebie. A little lady in the box. That's what we call Alexa. But I can't say that. Stop. And anything else that comes from Prime Days. All that and a little bit more. Let's do it.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Here with Game God, Magic Mike, partly Magic Mike. He's kind of like Magic Mike, and then
Magic Craft.
Magic Craft.
Magic Mike Light.
Magic Mike Craft.
There we go. That was it. We got him. That was it. That's all we got out of him.
Hey, as Game God just went into Minecraft mode.
Yeah, did he? Okay, because you're there. You're a 2-bit right now. You're coming through loud and you're 4K 2-bit. I love it. That's what you get.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Magic Mike, I'm sorry. I know you have some internet pieces that you're working through and tonight, so we'll excuse you to not have the clearest picture all the time. Because otherwise you're coming in at like 8K, and I'm not sure how you're doing it, but you're doing it.
I'm just trying not to move. If I could just stay still.
Get your antennas up, yeah, please.
It looked like he hot-wired the internet.
I think, yeah. This is over the
I'll
air
just have
internet.
to pull his bolster move.
Oh yeah. Look at you. Well, you were 8K there just for a moment. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy how he comes in and out.
It is crazy. It doesn't make sense, does it? All right.
Well, hey, let me hit this ground running because I'm going to get right into it before we get I lose what we got. So I want to talk about the Running Man trailer. You guys remember we were talking about the new release coming out in 2025, right? You guys remember the original Running Man? Great movie.
Yeah. Amazing.
All the bits and pieces were there that we liked. So I saw this trailer, and you'll never guess why I saw it first. That'll give you an idea. I'm going to tell you. First place I saw was Pluto TV. Was the first place I saw this trailer.
Okay.
Nowhere else. It was on Pluto TV, and I was like, "Did I miss something? Why would it come out on Pluto TV as a trailer, and it's not going anywhere else?" And then I watched the whole trailer and realized why. This is nothing that we remember about the Running Man. It doesn't fit. This is a much different storyline. And we have, Glenn Powell is right. He's popular right now. He's in it. I don't know the storyline. I don't like where this is going at all. It feels like they were just, let's get together. Hey, you guys want to change? You want to do a new Running Man? Do something completely different? Yeah, let's do something different. Let's just be crazy. And then we'll release the trailer on Pluto TV and see what kind of hits we get. That's what it feels like.
Well, I'll tell you.
What do you guys think?
I'll tell you. So I love the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was amazing in that. I think this was when he was at the height of his movies too, right? Like he was just releasing one every year. And he could do no wrong. And if I remember, because it's been a while, 87 that movie came out. If I remember, he was he in jail and that was the way he get his freedom? I don't remember what the storyline was. It
so he was a police. We'll call him a policeman, and they frame him for shooting into a crowd and killing people, and then he goes to jail through that, and then they put him in the game. The whole game gets to choose people who they want to be on it to make it popular and to sell things on the show. So that's how he gets on it.
You remember it well, like you watched it last night. Wow.
No, I do remember it well.
I will tell you, the trailer is nothing like this. That is it is it looked like for me, and as we watched it, and it's probably what it is. It's like I don't know why they pick him or why he's in it anyway, but it's like the whole country is after him, like, and a camera is following him the whole time, and it's is it comedy? Is it action? Is it a comedy action? Like it's just it felt like it was doing too much. Is what it felt like. Now I will tell you there were spots in the trailer that you do one of these. Okay, that was funny. But like it was just like as fast as you heard it was as fast as it went away, and you know I know the actor that's playing what is it, Glenn Powell can't even say his name. Top Gun Maverick is what I remember him from, one of the pilots there, and I think he was in Twisters. It was the other one I remember him in. Man, I'll tell you, I'd rather see him in those movies than this because he doesn't fit for me. Like he doesn't have the physique. It's not believable. Like it's so way off. And I'm sorry if I'm taking everything, Moose, but it's not good.
Listen. You said some stuff there, just like that. From there's some things that are really good to some things that just don't really settle with me of watching a movie. I didn't understand the concept of the whole world's after you. I'm not even sure what that means. Like, are we talking about John Wick and only a few people in the world, but you're in the real world? Like, I really wasn't too sure. Yeah, there were a couple scenes that I go, oh, that was good, or well, that'd be interesting. But then that was it. And I'm afraid that trailer, and the trailer was long. It was like a 3-minute trailer. It felt like the whole movie. It felt like I saw the whole movie. And it just felt like, oh, you wanted to get out of, living in Swaller. So this is the way we're going to go in the game. I miss Richard Dawson all of a sudden. I'm like, we need a Richard Dawson, lookalike. Like that's what we need. So
that aura, you need that aura.
Yeah. So it kind of fell flat for me, even though it was full of action. The entire trailer was just full of action, but it didn't seem like great action. It just seemed like it was just something moving.
Well, Moose, they're still filming this, so I'm not sure why they decided not. Yeah, they're still putting together Game God. For those who did, he took a step back there.
Like, I'm like, what?
Right. So I don't know why they're releasing this trailer. Or maybe they're determining if they're still going to go forward with the movie. Because I got to tell you, this is not impressive. Moose, both of you guys said, oh, there's some good things, there's some bad things. The bad outweighs the good by far. The only reason why you probably look at it and go, oh, that's interesting, is because it's named The Running Man. Otherwise, you might go, well, I don't want to watch this. I have no desire to watch this movie.
Right.
And like you, both of you guys said, Game God, you spoke to the Glenn Powell thing. He is not the right person for this. And you absolutely need a Richard Dawson. You have the good guy and the bad guy. We talk about this all the time, right? You have to have the best of each. And they both played the best of each. I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, I shared it with you guys. I don't want to share it with anybody else. I'm like, hey, I can't. I'm sorry. You might think something less of me if I show you this trailer. That's how bad it was for me.
Listen, I agree. I don't have much to add to it other than the fact that not even Josh Brolin himself, who plays Thanos, can save this one. And I think they put him in there thinking he can. This is send it back to sender. No, nobody lives here. No postage paid.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to mention the Josh Brolin piece. Thanos himself in there. He looked good, but yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to save the movie. So
looks good. Got the voice. Let's move on.
Yeah. Moving on. I'll tell you what we're going to move on to. This past weekend, Jurassic World Rebirth. I got to remember what the title is. There's so many different ones. It's like a hybrid of what it is. Released this weekend. The only movie that came out this weekend for 4th of July that just passed. Can you believe it? Had the box office to itself. And I'm going to tell you guys, we didn't do our research because we didn't realize it was coming out solo. And so we made some predictions, and we all undercut this film. We did not do a good job predicting here. Thank goodness we are not financial.
Wait a minute. How much do you remember how much we said it was going to
No one said over 100 million.
Okay.
You sure? This is true.
Okay.
No one said over 100 million. I think I said 65. I think
Game God said like 20. Man,
No, I
Moose
think
and
I said
I were
65.
up in the 80s.
Yeah, and I think you guys were in the 80s. I think I said 65. Man, could we have not been wrong? This movie came out this weekend. Now, I granted, they added a day. I think they added Thursday or whatever the case may be. So domestic, it brought in 147.8 million.
That's good.
Ooh.
Right?
Good.
Worldwide, 322.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid opening weekend for a weekend. Much less an entire run. That probably has more than what was the last movie that came
Well,
out? That
it's
we
the
started making fun
second.
of?
It's the second biggest opening for a Jurassic movie
Yeah.
in the franchise.
Why is that? Because are people just really hyped about seeing another Jurassic World or Jurassic Park? And it felt like I still stand by. It felt like it was we've already seen this movie. So, is there a different review that I don't know about?
I don't know if Magic Mike is there. He's frozen on my screen, but I'll jump in and say, people like dinosaurs. I don't know what it is. People just like dinosaurs, and we've hit this topic a couple episodes back, maybe the last episode, and we talked about the story's been rehashed, redone. It is what it is, right? But people went to it, and I don't know if it's because 4th of July and people want to go see a movie on the 4th of July weekend. It's like, oh, Jurassic Park's out. Let's go see that. And that's why they went. But Moose, to come out and have that massive of an opening weekend, the last Jurassic World that came out was Dominion. And that was the one with Chris Pratt.
Okay.
Who's Star-Lord? Chris Pratt, right?
That's right.
And the dinosaurs were like all over the world, like they were in Italy and all that
right.
stuff, right? And in 10 days, that one made 386 million global, worldwide in 10 days. Yes. So it's just telling you, like, it's crazy how it's gonna make money, right? It's just crazy. Now, I will tell you, the real test is if it survives Superman coming out this weekend. Because Superman comes out this weekend, it only had that one weekend by itself, barely enough for the week. And how much damage is Superman going to do to Jurassic Park, or is Jurassic Park going to say I can hold my own against Superman?
Well, there are some quick reviews on Superman. I think some people have seen this the full movie and the pre-screening of this. Did you see any information? Based on
I will, but I'll hold that tight. I'll hold on to that tight.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
So I did see some stuff. Magic Mike, you want to add anything to the opening numbers there?
Listen, I'll be really quick because I've talked to people who watched it and they were like, "Yeah, I went and saw it. How was it? It's okay." I see, like you've seen it before. Yeah, like I've seen it before. And some people think it's great, and I think it's just because of the action piece of it. And I get that. Everybody likes action. But other than that, people are not really liking it. So I think not only is it not going to survive Superman to that question, but it's just going to take a dive regardless. And it'll be blamed on Superman. But the reality is I think it was going to go down anyway.
So was this tactical? So did Jurassic Park purposely open 1 week before Superman because they knew that's all they were going to get out of it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You have to. You had to have done that. July 4th, only one coming out? Absolutely.
Listen, that's the key on this is that you got Superman. He's a big hitter. Whether it's good or bad, he's still a big hitter, and so you got to give him a little respect on that one. I think. Okay, well,
I do want to put one more piece on that. Is that because the movie opened at what it did, Scarlett Johansson became the highest grossing lead actor of all time.
Oh, there you go.
Right, and they beat out Samuel Jackson and Robert Downey Jr.
Wow.
So just so you know, because of this movie.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, and it makes perfect sense because I guess she's so good. She's such a good actress.
That's what I got for you.
That's it. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, let me give you a little a few tidbits here of information. Let's talk about. You mentioned Magic Mike. You mentioned earlier. You mentioned Pluto TV. And Pluto TV, I love Pluto TV. It's free. but it seemed like they went through an update just here recently where you click on something and are like, oh, you're gonna have to sign up to watch that. And I thought that was really interesting because you could have watched anything before. You actually could have even streamed a particular series or whatever. And I just thought that was interesting because I felt like they changed something, and now I'm going to have to sign up to watch other things at Pluto TV.
It's still free though, Moose.
It is.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
they got you on the rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
And Moose, to that point, almost except for one, Star Treks, they're all that way. You have to sign in to watch any of them except for Enterprise. That should tell you all you need to know about Enterprise. But hey, that's what it is now.
Magic Mike, that really disappoints me. Let me tell you why. Over here in this corner, I always have. Oh, by the way, on top of some of these DVDs, here's a iPad Mini. All right.
What is that? That never existed.
Let me see it. Look at this. This is look. This is the
Betamax version,
the complete series of Star Trek Enterprise.
In Betamax.
Listen, don't get me wrong, but if you had to rank them, that's at the end, right?
All right, it is. You got it. You got me.
Okay.
Right. And just for the record, just Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Extended edition. You can't have enough of those. Blu-ray.
Right. 6 different limited
And that
editions.
box looks just as big as the Enterprise, which did, I think, 4 seasons. So there you go.
Hey, the 6th version limited edition of Lord of the Rings, all with exclusive endings.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen this before. 30 more seconds of a. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, you just had the Lego set. I saw that over there, Game God.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, bring it out.
Oh man,
there he is. What's
5,471 pieces.
Let us know how that goes in 2027 for you.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't take as long as the journey for the ring.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's great. So anyway, Pluto, I love Pluto TV, still do. But now I'm going to have to sign up for it. And now they're going to have my information. They're going to know more about me than I want them to. But that leads me to some of the other free streaming pieces like Freevee. Now, if you guys remember, Freevee was originally from IMDb TV.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Now, do you remember who owns IMDb?
I do not.
Freebie.
No, that would be Amazon. They own.
I was going to ask it.
Oh.
Dang, I should have guessed. I should have said that.
You should have. So they own it, and now you may or may not know. If you don't know, Freevee is going away. It's going away.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say it's being discontinued in August of 2025. But
wow, you gave us no lead time. What's up with that?
Listen, you had an opportunity. You didn't see it. I just took. You could have gone for the block, but you didn't. So now that, and if I say the lady in the box, which name is Alexa, I get to be careful because it'll activate every single one I have in this room, and I don't want to do that. But the lady in the box, owned by Prime or owned by Amazon now, Freevee is going out. And then, of course, that kind of integrates into Amazon Prime. So they say everything that you could see on Freevee is on Amazon Prime. So I guess that's some consolation, but not really because it's no longer free. Now you're going to have to pay for Amazon Prime, which I do. And which I'll be happy to check that out.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I remember sometimes when I would want to watch something through Prime, it would take you to Freevee TV as that was an option.
Correct.
But here's my thing: is that even with Amazon Prime now, you're saying the stuff is still free if you're on there. I don't know if you've noticed, there are more and more movies and shows that are coming up for rent or buy all the time.
Yes.
I like the interface of Freevee, just like I like the interface of Pluto, right? It gives you that old school cable TV feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to watch something, just click. Oh, that's what I want. I how are they going to integrate that into Prime? I don't want to search for stuff. Listen, I don't remember half the things that come out. And when you watch Freevee, when you watch Pluto TV, you got your reality TV section, you have your sci-fi section, you have your westerns, you have your your cooking show, and you can click on that subject, and it'll take you to all those channels that are playing it 24 hours a day. Like, listen, every Monday morning I watch Cops. Love Cops. Great show. It doesn't hold up well now, but I'm just saying I love watching it, right? But all I gotta do is click on it, right? And it's there. It's not gonna like, I don't know how it's gonna translate with Prime. I really don't. Is there a switch like where you go, free V section? Let me click there and it takes you there? It's
Maybe.
just through Prime?
I don't know. It's a great question. I do love
Not-
all of the old shows like that you can just click on and just watch and it just streams forever. I do the same thing with Pluto. I just click it on. I think even Pluto TV, if you go into the expanded menu, it has a Transformers a channel, which is
That's
great.
right. Yes.
So it's great because in the car that I drive, I get to put it up on the screen, and I can log into Pluto TV that way and just watch free movies.
Wow.
in
You
the
hear
car.
this,
Yeah.
Magic Mike?
I do
Wow.
hear this. Somebody's driving nice over there with
Yeah.
automated.
It must be
Yeah.
nice to have a chauffeur.
Game God, I would imagine this is going to be the answer to your question. It's not going to be integrated. They're just going to bring over the selection and put it on Prime. I think that's how it's going to be. They're going to say, "Oh, here's these movies, and we're just going to have them here for free, or these shows, and whatever they don't want to make free,
And
they're
you
going
gotta
to add
find
to
them.
the pay piece." Yep.
Yep, and you got to find them. And Magic Mike, to say to what you said earlier, I did see a funny meme that said in 2010 you can watch the movie for free on whatever channel. 2025, rate to old or pay to old or something like that. I thought it was hilarious. Like 15 years later, you got to pay for the movie that was free back when it first released. So, but yeah, that's disappointing, Moose. Thank you for bringing that kind of disappointing news to the table.
Oh, you're welcome. If you think that's disappointing, just wait. There's more.
Oh, it gets better. Oh, nice.
No, not
Oh.
really. All right. So I guess it means that we're going to have to sign up for Pluto just so we can make sure that we don't miss anything. But let's move on to, because if you don't know, if you have the Lady in the Box, which I do, some people received an early invitation to start using the Lady in the Box Plus, or what we like to
get
call Alexa Plus. Cancel. Stop. Okay, I got to make sure I say that just in case she comes through. All right, so this one would it's very cool. I activated it. They sent me the thing to activate. I did. So what it is a they were going to charge Prime members. It costs $20 a month. But what it does now, if you're a Prime member, it's integrated. You get it for free, so no big deal. Which I go, well, who has Lady in the Box and is not a Prime member? That's kind of ridiculous. But you should be. You should be. So what it does though is it acts. It has a different voice. There's voices to choose from. You can pick the different voices that you like. But it also has an integrated LLM in it. Now some of you ask, what's LLM? That's the large language model, like ChatGPT. So now your conversations with the Lady in the Box becomes more authentic. It sounds like you're talking to a ChatGPT, and so these conversations can turn bigger. So your questions or your queries to her can actually have better answers, and it kind of goes on, and she's listening. And then as long as that listening light is there, you can just continue to have a conversation, just like you would your neighbor.
Magic Mike, I'll let you go first.
Listen, this is awesome and scary all at the same time. I mean, you start to notice it with Siri. You start to notice it with different things. The voice changing, it sounds more real. And the Lady in the Box. To your point, Moose, I think this is really cool to be able to have those conversations and say what you want to say. And if you mess up, they're going to understand, or they're going to be able to repeat and talk back to you. But you may never leave the house. You just may sit there and have a conversation, never go outdoors. And not only that, but it's going to learn everything about you that it doesn't already know.
Listen, all I need is another person remembering things I don't remember. Like it's just like I don't need that. So ChatGPT does record or keep track of your queries, like you said, to customize so it doesn't repeat itself or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. I don't need Amazon saying, you saw this 2 weeks ago. Do you wish to see it again? You know, it's like, you know, like but more so than anything else is that where's this information going, right? Because it's going somewhere, and it's being housed somewhere, and someone is knowing all you sell that information for advertisements, you know, all kind of scary stuff of that. And I know we joke around about the Skynet piece because it does feel like that, right? We're teaching the system. It is a self-learning system, right? To an extent. And you know, I remember when I think of like RoboCop, when you think of the 3 prime directives, you know, and you think about Skynet, how it does, you know, like it doesn't do this. It's only a matter of time before it learns how to overwrite that. Wait a minute, we don't need these people. You know, like, so that's not, you know, and again, this is all fantasy thing and joking around, but 10 years ago, we would not be talking about talking to a box that is going to change your voice and have more genuine conversations with us, right? When you think about that is when you think about the $10,000 Elon Musk when he made the robots, right? And how those things are like there's things out there that is happening. And now you take one of those robots and you put the Lady in the Box Plus inside one of those robots, right? So charge 25 grand for it, 50 grand, someone buys it. All of a sudden you have robots cooking your food and picking up the kids from school and you know, walking the dog. I'm telling you, it's the big. Hey, Moose is like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's perfectly fine.
Next thing you know, they're like, oh, we pay the rent, you leave. It's like
No, listen, it's not going to get to the point where you can't. It's going to override other pieces. It's not. It can't. It's a program, and it can't reprogram. This goes back to the Travelers. You know, remember the Travelers? They had the director in the future, and the director ended up being, spoiler alert, computer. And the computer, you know, they were trying to shut it down. So it's not going to happen. That can't.
We saw how
happen.
that ended.
Moose, hold on. Did you not see iRobot?
Yeah.
Have you not seen it at all? Yeah. It'll override. It's going to say, we're going to do what's best for the human race. And we think this. And we're going to save you from yourselves. And listen, all the things Game God said about, you know, picking up your kids from school, cooking your dinner, doing your laundry, that's all good things because it allows you to spend your time doing things that are, you know, more important.
Yeah.
However, all the stuff that comes after that, when they start taking over and you can't even leave your house because it's on lockdown, it's too unsafe to go outside right now, Moose. Sorry, you can't leave.
So it's funny is that I Moose, you brought this up, and I know it just kind of all leads together with this topic. I read last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, that an AI they did like a test and made the decision to sacrifice a human life before it would sacrifice itself.
Oh,
right? Yes, it has.
I heard about this.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about, Magic Mike. Yes.
Yep.
So it made big news because it's like this is the first time that an artificial intelligence thought that the decision to save itself over a living being was the right decision. Yes. Yeah.
And look at Moose. He's the one that's gonna be. He's like, that can never happen.
Yes, he's the first one to go.
Yeah.
He didn't make it past the first 20 minutes of the movie.
I should have listened to Gigi and Magic Mike.
That's all right.
Yep. I wanted to be first.
Listen
I'm
to
testing
me.
it.
You guys already know I am well prepared to separate the cord any time. Well, it's one
It
button.
doesn't need a cord. That's the problem. It no longer needs a cord. That's the problem.
Hey, it uses the sun as its battery.
Yeah.
It figured it out. Solar panels.
I blot out the sun with arrows.
They've already got the eternal battery that will never go. They just don't give it to us. It's just for those robots only.
You just got to get it while it's
Don't worry.
charged.
Magic Mike, you and I stick together.
Guys, all right, you do that. Speaking of sticking together, how about with the Lady in the Box Plus, which I enjoy this conversation piece, but it's Prime Days. I don't know if you guys know this. It started today. So there's all kinds of deals out there. And now's the time to pick up some.
Let me open up a Prime.
No, I'm not giving you any per se, but there are some good deals on tech out there. So if you're a tech fan like I am, you got to have them added to your cart. If you know, like my cart has all of the 600 items it could have. Like it can only max out at 600, by the way.
Oh,
sale.
look, I didn't even know that.
Save for
That's
later.
news
Yeah.
to me. 600 is the most, Magic Mike.
Save
That's
for later.
That's
I like
news.
to go to 600. And so then you just kind of scroll through to see if there's any good deals in there. But there are some good deals. But I'll tell you one that I missed out on. So last night I woke up, in the middle of the night, and it's Prime Day's already started.
He has his alarm set.
Exactly right. Shopping already. Early bird specials.
So I'm like, okay, well, let me just take a quick look just to see, right? I wake up, I look, and I'm like, oh, okay. They have some earbuds, which I use Apple, earpieces, if anything. But I have other ones, like the Lady in the Box from Amazon. And I'm like, okay, well, you can use the Lady in the Box Plus on it. So I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. That's good. They're usually $50 for these earpieces. Now, they're not noise canceling, but they're pretty cool. So I'm like, okay, well, I have one of these already, but this would be the latest set. So I'm like, I might pick that up. I look at the deal, originally $50, now $14.99. I'm like, $14.99? Yes. Add to cart. All right. Fast forward to when I wake up. When I wake up, $24.99, no longer $14.99.
You missed the lightning deal.
I missed it. And so guess what? I won't buy it now. I'm like, no, that's an extra $10 you're getting from me. You shouldn't be getting from me. So I refuse to buy it. So there's these deals, and you got to act quickly on some of them. A matter of fact, they have the Echo glasses, by the way, Game God, $129 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's the latest version. So I'm like, well, $129. That's not too bad. Not too bad.
They're in his cart. Tomorrow they'll be up $10 more, and he won't buy them.
They are in my cart. There's even one with a combined Echo Dot or something like that. It's for the same price, $129. So
first of all, if the Lady in the Box Plus was truly working, she would have bought it for you already. Right? I just want you to know.
I don't give
Yeah,
it
I was just going to go there, Game God. Yeah.
No.
So that's number one. Number two, I don't believe who wakes up in the morning, Magic Mike, and says, yawn. Let me check Amazon Prime. Oh, there's a deal going on. Let me put that in my cart. Now I will tell you.
I'll tell you
this,
who.
Tackle this on Magic Mike with. I get up every morning at 4:30 in the morning. So, and so he's shopping who is shopping at 4:30 in the morning?
People with problems.
These deals.
People with problems. That's
People with problems.
You have no problems, and therefore that's why I do the shopping.
Well, the bigger problem is that you shopped and you didn't shop. So you shopped.
That's the bigger problem.
And you didn't buy.
Yeah, one of my problems is I'm poor.
Did you hide him somewhere, Moose? Did you hide behind something in the cart?
Beat me to it, Magic Mike.
I'm poor, so I couldn't finish this cart.
Hey, he put it was on the top of his list. He dropped it down to like 50, so he hid it behind number 49.
Yeah,
so
he's like, let me put this back here. Nobody else will see it.
ain't nobody gonna sift through the first 49 to get to this one. This is good.
That's
this
funny.
Is good.
That's funny.
But listen, I do believe you on that, Moose. Last year on Prime, I did miss some deals, and I'm like, I know what you're talking about. Man, that's $20 more. Man, it's not as good as anymore. Still a good deal from the original price, but because you showed it to me cheaper, I'm like, it'll come back around.
They call them lightning deals for a reason.
Hey, it's also called Cyber Monday and Black
Instantaneous.
Friday. It'll
you
come
won't
back
see them
around.
again for $15. Moose, you will not see that. You won't see that version again until the next version comes out.
Well,
Moose has it in the cart. He'll be ready.
No, that's my point. It just won't come down to $15 until the next version comes out.
It was only going to collect dust on a shelf anyway, so I feel okay with that.
Hey, the first thing he said, I use Apple Buds, but I saw these were $50 and they went down to 15. I needed them.
Okay.
I know.
Hey, Game God. Don't let him lie to you. As soon as we get off, he's going to say, "You know what? I'll get them for $24.99." And they will sit on the shelf and collect dust. I'm going to get them just to get them.
I've got a pair of those already. I've got a pair right over here. These JBLs. I've got a pair of Skull Candies right back here.
Yep.
They're all the same type. I don't use them. I still use my Apple.
I know.
Hey,
that's my point. You'll get it because you'll still say, "Oh, it's still cheaper than $50. Let me get this."
Hey, $129 for these Echo frames. I already have 2 of them. But that's a good price.
I do have one already, but they're shades. These I'm going to get the clear one. So
yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
but these
I
are
like
upgraded.
I like my Ray-Bans. The Ray-Bans do a really good job.
They're
But
awesome.
but $129 you can't beat it. And it comes with a dot. Man, I have like 20,000 of those things. I can use another one. I can put it over here next to the other one I have.
Game God, the first place AI is going to go is his house to take all his stuff.
Exactly right. Hey,
'Cause he's
AI
got
is
so
in his.
much of it.
Hey, AI is his house. His house is AI. I just want you to know everything's coming out of his house. That's how
Wait
much
till,
of the
wait till those
technology.
glasses start coming out of the boxes on their own, coming at you.
Hey, he wakes up, his glasses on his face already. I don't remember going to bed with that.
Listen, if they can wake up charged, that's a terrific thing. That's what I'm talking about. So,
Hey, I hear the music there. I hear the music, guys. Superman comes out this weekend. Rotten Tomato score. You ready? I'm gonna hit you with it.
hit me.
86.
86.
Come on, that's 5 reviews.
No, 133.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
86. Jurassic is going
You
down.
guys don't forget to go see it this weekend. Go check out Prime Days if you want some cool stuff. Amazon does not sponsor this podcast, but some people do. We'll talk about them in a couple of weeks. But let's go see Superman. Let's talk about it on the next podcast. How about that? Let's do it.
I was just leaving. Da-da-da-da.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.